A huge welcome to everybody. This is our game of the week. Tremendous buzz in the stadium. You can feel the energy building. Fan base is looking forward to this one, and we're right there with them. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the NC State Wolfpack. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. NC State will kick it off to get us underway. And here's the fair catch by the return man. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
My gosh, this defense heard all week about stopping this receiver. If you're going to do anything to have a chance to win, you got to stop this guy. And the very first play of the game, first down and big yards.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Looking to scramble. Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down and throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but little early nerves on the part of that receiver. Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. But he's got some space here. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. And now the handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Important second down play coming up. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Dropping back. It's Bailey. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Grab behind the line. It's Scott. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. Right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Last drive stalled. They're forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
That's an important first down on that running play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Must convert here on third down to avoid back-to-back punts to start this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. Got him, he's sacked.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown. And they'll set up for the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? It's a quick grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. An explosive gain, big play, moves the ball inside the 40.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Nittany Lions have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Gets the first and still running. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a 1st down.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Not much on that play, brought down short. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. They'll give it to the back. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this 1st quarter.
NC State 10, Penn State 0.
We'll start off the 2nd quarter with a field goal attempt here. He knocks this one right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. This one will be fair caught. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. Settled for a field goal last time out. Can they open things up on this possession? Look at this, an end around to start the drive. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
At the 27, brings up 2nd down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Dropping back. It's Bailey. He'll throw it now. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete. Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Scott. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable, but it is 3rd and long. Offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. A quick throw out left, complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, NC State.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Get some space around the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Nittany Lions come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Now
the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. Remember, last time North were on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. That's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Linebacker shifting around now. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Give it to the back again. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Short connection to the tight end here. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Bailey. Snags the quick throw. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
NC State lines up first and goal. And he drops back in the gun. He's moving out of the pocket. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Yeah, I like the quarterback's patience here. And instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
You talk about a tough matchup for this defense down in this area. What are you going to do? Quarterback puts it up in the air, and the big tight end goes over the top of everybody for the touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time in the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kick is a squib kick, taken by one of the up men. And after a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. They're going to run it here. Gets into space at the 50. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it deep and begin the second half. Returner decides to fair catch this. Comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no. Here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Brings up second down.
Getting set. Here's second down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
No gain on the play. Third down coming up.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Catch made on the right side. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Now, a 4th down.
The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time. That decision to go for it on 4th down doesn't work out. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Penn State.
I love this after a sudden change. You get a big stop by your own defense. You come out with pretty good field position. You take a shot, and it pays off. Boy, what a change of momentum right here.
Automatic on the PAT.
Set to kick this one away.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking for some space. It's Scott. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Scanning the field. It's Bailey. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's got some space. And he's into the end zone. But hold on, there's a flag down. This might be coming back. Now the all-important extra point. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Penn State 24, NC State 17.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First down here for this offense. They go with a direct snap. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. NC State comes to the line quickly.
Brings up second down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. There's contact on the throw. Oh, that one's picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Chris, that quarterback seemed to be back there forever waiting to find somebody open. He should have just thrown it away or just taken off. Instead, waiting all that time allows the defense to get to him. They come up with the sack.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. And that's a solid game before the defense is able to bring him down.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now it's second down here. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a first down.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you've got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down, and now this sets up a first and goal inside the 10.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. You saw that exactly on this score right here.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. To throw, it's Bailey. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. Penn State 31, NC State 17.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. On the ground, it's Scott. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So now it's third and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. Let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Incompletion makes it second down. Looking to throw. It's Bailey. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there. NC State comes to the line quickly. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 5, so it's second and 5 now.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Rogers. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Interesting call here, Chris, with this screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
The Wolfpack line out now, first and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. He takes it into the end zone, but a marker is down, so hold on here. Of course, they'll decline the offsides penalty, and the touchdown will stand. The extra point gets him into the touchdown, 31-24. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And it's a bunch formation. Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
And that's going to be a 1st down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
And then 1st down, right back to the running game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. The Nittany Lions will line up on 1st and 10. Will he score here? Touchdown, Penn State. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So, here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. To throw, it's Bailey. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty marker. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, the defense seems to be all about loading up to stop the run. They're creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
Grab down the middle. It's Scott. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. He'll try a pass here. Looking right, this one caught. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his 2nd catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out.
The sophomore able to get home with the sack. NC State comes to the line quickly.
It's now 2nd and goal.
To the air, it's Bailey. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Fighting off the defender. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Takes the handoff. It's Smith. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Look at the protection there. Lots of time. Delivers over the middle now. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the 4th quarter.
This defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
And it's a kneel down. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they look pretty good out there today and a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.